Let's now take a look at the last two examples. In example 7, this is a calculation involving pulleys. We want to solve for R1. Since we do have those parentheses, and that's where our R1 is located, we need to distribute. So we have 3.14 R1 plus 3.14 R2, and then we still have the 2D at the end. Keeping up with where our R1 is, let's subtract the 3.14 R2 from both sides. That gives us L minus 3.14 R2 equals 3.14 R1 plus 2D. I need to also subtract the 2D, so I have L minus 3.14 R2 minus 2D equals 3.14 R1. The last thing we need to do is to divide everything by 3.14, and so our final answer, R1 equals L minus 3.14 R2 minus 2D over 3.14. I apologize for not giving you enough room to write all of this in the notes. The last example, we are not provided with the equation yet, but we are looking at distance traveled, and from an earlier section, we learned that distance traveled is rate times time. Here we have one missile traveling at a speed of v1 for 3 hours and another at v2 for 3 plus t hours. We want to know the total distance that they travel together. So we're actually looking at both distances, and so we can think of this as a combined problem. The total distance is the rate for one missile and the time for one missile, and then add the rate for the other missile. So we know that the rate for the first one is VI for 3 hours, and then the rate for the second one is V2 for 3 plus t hours. What we want to do here is solve for t. So I'm going to rewrite this. I like to have my numbers first, and so I'll distribute. This is 3v2 plus v2t, and we're trying to solve for this t. So let's subtract the 3v1, and it cancels there. I have d minus 3v1 equals 3v2 plus v2t. Since we're solving for t, I do not need this 3v2, so I will subtract it. We don't have common terms. v1 and v2 are different, so we will have d minus 3v1 minus 3v2 equals v2t, and the last step to get t by itself is to divide by vt, or v2 rather, and that's going to be divided on everything there on the left. And so time is going to equal d minus 3v1 plus 3v2 divided by v2.